We are doing the Boston Duck Tour.
Kind of stupid. It's a dumb sticker. I don't care. I want it. It's mine. Alright. Now we are going to talk history. Now let's go back about 75 years. Not Boston, Quincy, Massachusetts, which is the next city over. Now very, very important date, 1950, Quincy, Massachusetts. Now this date, it changed the world when this happened. Changed the world. It was the very first Dunkin' Donuts they opened up in Quincy, Massachusetts. All right. We can do it.
Quack, quack.
I saw you. Now, we're on flat land right now. Right now, flat land. We're gonna go up a hill.
Oh.
Right in front of us is an old state house. That's a very important building, but I'm going to talk about that on the way back if you guys are okay with that. You okay with that? The old state house, the Boston Massacre occurred there. We'll talk about that later. But we're coming up the hill. Anytime you're on a hill... West Coast, Colorado by any chance? Is that you? Washington. Is it legal over there? Everything's legal now. All right. Anyway, so we're going to go back to the 1600s. The Puritans over in England. They were coming over across the pond to here, the New World.
Holy shit, that's a tall building right there.
In Boston, in forest over in England. They came over here and it was all forest. So they cut down the trees and shipped them back to England. They used to build boats and houses out of the lumber. Yet you see the teapot that's on top of what used to be a Starbucks right there. But Dunkin' Donuts kicked him in the pants. We kicked him out. There's a Dunkin' Donuts right next door.
Oh.
And then there's a Dunkin' Donuts right next door. Look at that. Yet we squished him right out. Ridiculous. So the Puritans generated so much money 400 years ago that their family members to this day are still living off that wealth today. Still. That's a lot of money. Loud and proud, we can do it!
Quack, quack!
There we go. Right beside us on the left-hand side, we have the King's Chapel Burial Ground. Now this was from the 1600s. It is about 5,000 people laid to rest in that burial ground, one on top of the other, on top of the other. They didn't have a lot of space, and that's what they did back in the day. The King's Chapel right here, very cool tour. If you're here in the daytime, you can do a tour of the building. Really cool. Right beside me on the left-hand side, we have the Omni Parker House, maker of my favorite dessert in the whole wide world. 3 signers of the Declaration of Independence. Hancock's obelisk is down there. John Hancock. He signed the Declaration, the largest. He wanted the King of England to be able to see his signature. He actually financed the American Revolution almost all on his own. If you, in today's standards, he would be track through the city of Boston, starting down at Boston Common, weaving its way around the city, stopping at different historical locations along the way. Now you can get a tour guide or you can do it on your own. You know, Freedom Trail, very cool. Top of the hill on the Freedom Trail, the Massachusetts State House. You'll see that on the Freedom Trail. We'll see that a couple more times. I think I know that kid. I know that kid. No idea. Boston Common.
Oh, that's cool.
Now in the 1600s, this was established by the Puritans. They would come in here and they would graze their cattle. Up the hill, that's where they would live. The Puritans. Remember what I said about the Puritans? Now I can't really talk about the people of Beacon Hill, but you guys understand what I'm doing, right? You know what I'm talking about. Right over my shoulder on the right-hand side, we have a new statue. That is the Martin Luther King statue. That is called Embrace. The Martin Luther King statue pays tribute to Martin Luther King and his wife, Coretta Scott. They were both students. Even worked with me before. He slams on the brakes because I get very passionate about golden retrievers. Almost puts me through the front window. And he's like, where? And I'm like, oops. So I better calm down a little bit. So if I do see a golden retriever, which I will tell you. They're everywhere. The #1 dog registered last year in Boston. Can anybody tell me what the breed is?
Golden retriever.
Please say golden retriever. Thank you very much. Absolutely, yes. Mine actually came to work yesterday. My daughter brought him to work. I wasn't expecting that. And when we pulled into the New England from that direction down there, which is Chinatown, we have the 3rd largest Chinatown district in America. It's either 3rd or 4th. I don't know. There's always controversy. This just came off the boat. And look at all the flat land. That's all where the big buildings are down in the back bay. Down the back bay. Copley Square. Boston Public Library, Trinity Church, beautiful buildings, but it was all made from the Charles River at one. That trip took 8 to 10 hours. If they went around the countryside, it would have been 3 or 4 days. It was all about gunpowder. They wanted their gunpowder back. We stole it from them, hiding it in Lexington. We were going to give it back. We were going to give it back. Very low to the ground to make way for duckling statues over there. Mrs. Mallard followed by Jack, Cack, Black, Mac, Knack, Oak, Pack, and Quack. There's a kid sitting on, getting ready to sit on it. Do the honey shiny, child.
Look at that view.
Okay, the doorways. Look at the doorways and look at the wrought iron. Every family, every doorway is a single family home.
We got the
They go up 6, 7 stories. That's what we're talking about for wealth up here. Yep. Right beside me, Golden Retriever. Right beside me over there, we got John F. Kennedy, 35th president. The front door, and then right here, the second floor corner unit, 2-bedroom. He was there for almost 20 years. John F. Kennedy. Hands up. Feel like a roller coaster. Make some noise. Come on.
Yeah.
That's all you got. We're gonna talk roller coasters out on the water. Thank you, Joe. Wow. Right here beside us, we have the North Slope. Don't worry, he's gonna be fine. He's fine. Where they would find, where they would seek freedom. Now they were welcome in the homes right here. There was one particular resident he would. Kidding. Dunkin' Donuts wasn't open yet. Check out the building right beside us. It's a form of architecture called Brutalism. It looks kind of like a cat scratching post, doesn't it?
That's cool.
It was popular for like 5 minutes in the 19th. To the Boston Celtics right there. Anybody going to Salem? Salem this week? Yeah. Take the train. 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 If you don't take the train, take the boat. The ferry. The train leaves North Station, and you go up to Salem, Massachusetts. Please take the train. Don't try to park. Who's going to go to Salem? Now we're going to go over this structure. We're going to go over the lock and dam system. At one time, the lock and dam system was not here. And the Golden Retriever and the Charles River was an open waterway. Open. Gallons of water.
So cool.
And that water seeps into the land in the Back Bay and in Cambridge, because guess what Cambridge has? Trees in the ground. Keeping the trees wet keeps them strong. They won't dry rot, which is incredible. They based it on Venice. They went over to Venice to check out what they had. I got a piece of the Berlin Wall coming up right over my shoulder. Right now it's on the right, but it's going to be on the left. It's a green slab of concrete.
Berlin Wall's over there.
All right. So we are heading to the water.
Going to the water.
A little bit of safety protocol. We have life jackets above our heads in the event of a water emergency. If either one of the crew members were to tell you to put on a life jacket, they're above our head. Large life jackets, yellow tab. Smaller life jackets under 90 pounds, red tab. If we tell you to evacuate the vessel with your life jackets on, everybody goes out the windows. We can open the roof, we can lower the ladder in the back, we can open the front window. In 30 plus years of service, we have never, ever evacuated out on the water. We don't plan on doing it today. Are you guys good to go in the water? Give me a thumbs up if you're good. Excellent.
Yes.
Right over my shoulder. Very cool, very cool. The skateboard park. Oh yeah, we don't fool around here. Tony Hawk designed it, financed by the Van Sicker Corporation and Fidelity's Peter Lynch. Now, in my opinion, look at these kids, they're having fun. Every single day, this is what the kids are doing. There's never fights, there's never arguments. Skateboard park for their kids. So if there are any mayors of cities or any administrators of cities, get them a skateboard park, please. That's my mission. It's my new mission. Cameras, get them rolling. Everybody get yours quickly, so get your video cameras going.
Go into the wall.
I don't think he's gonna wake up. He's kind of thinking about it. That both of them. Oh, we got a duck coming out. We are known for walking around the city. You can go from one side to the other side between 45 minutes and like 5 hours, depending on how many watering holes you people stop at along the way. It's on you, you know what I mean? But you can do that. You can walk all over the place, and we do. Everyone walks in Boston. Safe, clean, beautiful, safe city. 5 years, went 20.
There's another group right
We
there.
can do it!
Quack, quack.
Nice job. Get your cameras rolling.
We are about to
The project is supposed to cost $5 billion. got me that time, Joe. I just rub it in. It's kind of like
Oh, we're in the water.
It's all good.
Oh,
I gotcha.
that's so weird.
So the Big Dig project was supposed to go 5 years, 120. Big Dig was supposed to cost $5 billion. Oops, $21 billion. You were trying to figure it out, weren't you? Do you want to take some back to oh, there's the tennis ball we lost. That's Gunner's ball. Go get Gunner's ball, will you? Alright. Folks were on that bridge. You were going over the bridge. Now you are going under the bridge in the same vessel. You're going to do it 2 times, both directions, which is super cool. And basically, bucket list. You didn't even know it was on your bucket list, but guess what? Check it off. So, the old lock and dam system is no longer functioning. There's a more modern one closer to Boston Harbor. They have 2 steel doors. One in the front, one in the back. At all times, when this was functioning, one of the steel doors was across the canal. It was blocking the water, holding it back. Steel door number 1 right there. Any boats that would come down river and want to go to Boston Harbor, they would come in and they would tie up on the wall, on the ballards, flat poles up there. Once everybody was tied up, tonight, tomorrow, we are anticipating some rain to come into our area. And they have to pay strict attention to this water, the whole water, when it starts to rain. Do you see the water line is down? We're going upriver. And it's low tide out in Boston Harbor. When it's low tide, they open up the floodgates and they drain out this area and they lower the water level because they know that the Charles River has 80 miles of water and it will all come down here. Beside us on the right-hand side is the city of Cambridge. Harvard University is about 4 miles downriver. We're not going to Harvard, too far out of our area. The buildings that are right beside me on the right-hand side is MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT. Pictures, sunset is beautiful. The sailboats right here beside us all come from Community Boathouse. Some of them behind us. Beside us is called Symphony Hal. That's one of our 28 ducks in the fleet. That was the last duck that was christened in our fleet, number 28. The children of Boston named Symphony Hal after Symphony Hall, the Boston Pops.
So cool.
It basically time to run any kind of equipment.
Look at this view.
Half boat, half truck. Yeah, it's a lot of wear and tear. So we said, you know what? It's time to retire them. Yep. It's got
so
50,000 pounds of cement on the back end of it to counter turn off the propeller at the top of the hill, take us out of 6-wheel drive, put us back in regular drive. My man, Joe!
Yeah.
Joe! Awesome, Joe. Thank you very much. All right. Here's another train bringing people home from Salem. Right.
Oh, along that
they go
earlier.
other places, not just Salem. I just want to make sure people go to Salem, the train. The skateboard park, look at these guys. Now this is also, look at this beautiful graffiti right here. That blue, isn't that gorgeous?
That's cool.
It is a skateboard, it is he was a mess. Somebody videotaped it right there, the cop slide. Children, don't let your adults go on that slide, it's dangerous. Adults, don't go on the slide, it's dangerous. Right here beside us on the left-hand side, the Blackstone block, the oldest retail. So they sent about 200 people up the street with rocks, bricks, snowballs, and frozen clamshells. And they unloaded. The Boston Massacre occurred right there.
Whoa.
That's where the British troops, they were standing their post. They started pelting them, 200 people pelting them with rocks, bricks, snowballs, frozen clamshells. Has anybody ever been hit by a frozen clamshell? It's disgusting, man. You don't ever want that to happen. Now the soldiers, they were doing their right thing. They were not firing on the crowd. But all of a sudden, somebody in the crowd screams out these words, "Fire!" Soldiers pick up their muskets.
look at
and then
that.
they blast the kids with water. In the summertime, this is chock full of kids. Boston Bellagio, they have one similar to like this in Italian restaurants. Please do not wait in a line. Go to this restaurant, there's a line, go to the next restaurant. Don't wait in a line, they're all good.